So here is a predicted grade 9 mathematics exam, that is CBC format, based on Kenya competence-based curriculum. It includes structured questions aligned with CBC strands such as numbers, algebra, geometry, measurements, and data handling. It also integrates real-life problem solving, reasoning, and critical thinking as required in CBC assessments. So CBC Grade 9 Mathematics Predicted Exam 001. Subject is mathematics, grade is 9, time is 1.5 hours, 1 hour 30 minutes. Instructions: answer all the questions, use a calculator where necessary, show all your working clearly, use diagrams where applicable. If you just write the answer without showing your work, then you are likely to either to not to get any mark, to get 0 in that particular question, or to get just a mark, just one or two marks because of not showing. You can use a calculator. You have been taught how to use a calculator, and you can use diagram where applicable. So let's have a look at question number 1, and this is section A. This is numbers, and we have section A consists of 10 marks. Now, question number 1, we are told express 0.75 as a fraction in its simplest form, and you get 2 marks. So here we can move the decimal point. That is, if we write 0.075, this is converting a decimal number to a fraction. So we move this decimal place 3 points to the right. So to be able to do that, we can then use that and write it as a fraction. So we say this is equals to 75, you divide by 1,000. So you get 1 mark for that. And since we are told to leave it in its simplest form, we simplify here and we divide by 25. This will give you 3. You divide by 25, you get 40. If you are not able to divide direct with 25, you can divide by 5. Here you get 115, and here you get by 5 you get 200. Then you divide by 5, you get 3, and you divide 200 by 5, you get 40. So the final answer here is 3 divided by 40. So that you get 1 mark for that and 1 mark for that. Remember, you have been told to show you are working clearly. So that's how you answer that. Let's go to question number 2. Download Teacher MTAANI Academy mobile application. Subscribe to get more predicted exams in all subjects, well prepared lessons, and much more. So here is question number 2, and we are told a shopkeeper bought 4 cartons of juice at Kenya shillings 1,200 each. He sold each carton at 1,500. Calculate the total profit, the percentage profit. So you can see the buying price was 1,200. Selling price was 1,500. That means that in every carton, the shopkeeper was making a profit of 300. So we can calculate the total profit. You can say the selling price is equals to, you multiply 1,500 you multiply by 4 cartons, and that you'll be able to get 6,000. So it means by selling the 4 cartons, the shopkeeper made 6,000. Then we look at buying price, or cost price, or buying price. He was buying each carton at 1,200. So you multiply by 4, you get, this is 4,800. Can use your calculator here because you are allowed to use one. So to get the profit, so you say profit, we subtract the selling price, you minus the buying price, so that will give you 0, 0. This is 2. So the shopkeeper made a profit of 1,200. Then from there, we are told to find the percentage profit. So the percentage profit, we can write it up like this: percentage profit is equals to, he made a profit of 1,200, and he had used 4,800 to purchase or to buy, and then you multiply by 100 to get the percentage. So you can simplify like this. You can simplify here, you can say by 0, by 100, by 100. By 12 you get 1, by 12 you get 4, divide by 4 you get 1, divide by 4 you get 25. So that means that the shopkeeper made a 25% profit. So you get a mark there, 2. And so here, this question, you are able to, you get 3 marks. Out of 3 marks if you answer both part A and part B. This is question number 3. A student spent 3/10 of his pocket money on transport, 2/5 on food, and the rest on savings. What fraction of the money was saved? If the pocket money is 3,000 Kenyan shillings, how much was saved? So to be able to do this, what we do is we can calculate total amount of money spent. Total amount spent is equals to, the student spent 3/10 on pocket money on transport, so that is 3/10, and spent 2/5 on food, 2/5. So when you get right like that, you can get the LCM here. You get it is 10. 10 divided by 10, you get it is 3, plus 10 divided by 5, it is 2, multiplied by 2, you get 4. So total amount spent is 7 out of 10. From there, you can now be able to get the amount of money which was saved. So we can say amount saved is equals to 1. The total amount that the runner had, you minus 7/10, and you get it is equals to 3/10. So that is the amount that was saved. So you have answered part B, and then part A rather. Then if the pocket money is 3,000, how much is saved? So saved is equals to, we have already calculated the amount saved is 7/10, no, 3/10 rather. So 3/10 of 3,000, we can still use of the total amount, that is 3,000, what do you get? So this is 3 over 10. You multiply by 3,000, and you can simplify here. Divide by 10, divide by 10, and you get 300 multiplied by 3 is 900. So that is the amount that was saved. And by doing that, then you get 5 marks in this question. Download Teacher MTAANI Academy mobile application. Subscribe to get more predicted exams in all subjects, well-prepared lessons, and much more. This is section B, which is on algebra and consists of 10 marks. So question number 4, solve for x. You are given 3x minus 5 is equals to 2x plus 7. You get 3 marks. So how do you work out this? What we normally say is that we put the right terms together. So you can see here we have 3x minus 5, which is a whole number. On the right hand side, we have 2x and 7, which is a whole number. So we can take now 2x to this other side, so that we have 3x and 2x on one side, and 5, which is a whole number, to the other side. And therefore, we have 3x. When 2x crosses the equal sign here, it becomes minus. So it is minus 2x. And when 5 crosses the other side, it will become positive, because already here it is negative. And therefore, it will be is equals to 7 plus 5. So 3x minus x, you get it is equals to x is equals to 7 plus 5. That will give you 12. So the value of x is 12. A very simple question. Question number 5, we are told the sum of 3 consecutive even numbers is 72. Find the 3 numbers. First of all, you need to understand the meaning of the word consecutive. Consecutive means following each other. Then we have even numbers. I can give you an example. For example, we have 2. We have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now here we have even numbers. So that is 2, followed by the next number is 4. The next number is 6. The next number is 8. So we can talk of 3 consecutive number, even numbers here is 2, 4, 6, 8, and you can continue. So that is what it means. And you can see here that we can write 2. To get 4, we can add 2 to 2. We get 4. To get 6, we can add 2 plus 2 plus 2. The same case, 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 to get 8. And therefore, we use the same analogy or the same argument and say, if our first number is x, then the next number following, and x is an even number, the next even number would be x plus 2, right? The next number would be x plus 2 plus 2, which is 4. The next number would be x plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, which is the same as x plus x. So this is what we are told, that the sum means when you add numbers, that when you add these numbers, x plus The second number is x plus 2. The third number is x plus 4. Let's write it properly. X plus 4. It should add up to 72. And therefore, what we need is here is to put the right terms together. And therefore, we put x plus x plus x. That will give us 3x. So that would give us 3x. Then we have 2 plus 4. So that will give us plus 6 is equals to 72. Then we take 6 to the other side. We would have 3x is equals to 72 minus 6. So it means 3x is equals to, when you subtract 76 from 72, you get it is 66. You are allowed to use a calculator if you are not able to do it offhand. Therefore, we can divide both sides by 3 so that we are left with 3 on one side, with x on one side and a number on the other side. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 3 divided by 3 is 1. This will give you 2, meaning that our x is equals to 22, and that is the correct answer. So you get 4 marks for doing that, or showing you are working, or you are working like the way I have shown you. But this one, you don't need to show this, because when you are doing an exam, because this is just for explanation. The rest you are allowed to show how you have arrived to 22. Download Teacher MTAANI Academy mobile application. Subscribe to get more predicted exams in all subjects, well-prepared lessons, and much more. This is question number 6, and we are told factorize x squared minus 9x plus 18. How do you go about this? You go about it by, okay, this is a we call it a quadratic expression. A quadratic expression where the x, which is unknown, the highest power, or we also call it index, is 2. That is referred to as a quadratic expression. How do we factorize this? We do this by saying, if you can be able to get two numbers such that when you add them, that is A and B, they should give you the coefficient of x, which is minus 9. And when you multiply them, A multiplied by B is equals to minus, is equals to 18. How do you get these two numbers? Now you find that 18, we can get the factors of 18. This is 2, you get 9, you get 3, you get 3. You get 3, you get 1. Now the factors are 2 times 3 times 3. So you can see, if we take minus, if we take 2 times 2 is 6. 2 times 2 is 6. Multiply by 3. There you give us 18. So that gives us a clue. And therefore, what we need to see here is that if we take minus 6 and minus 6, when you multiply a negative number and a negative number, you get a positive number. So you can see that if minus 6 multiplied by minus 3 will give us positive 18, and minus 3 plus minus 3 will give us minus 9. So these are the numbers that we need. So we can say A is equals to minus 6 and B is equals to minus 3. From there, we modify our expression and we say, we write it x squared. Instead of now writing minus 9, we say it is minus 6x minus 3x. You see, it is still remain the same because minus 6x minus 3x will still give us minus 9x. And then we say plus 18. Plus 18. Now we factor out what is common here. And what is common here? Those two terms. We can say it is x. To factor out is to put it outside the bracket. So we say will be left with x minus 6. Note that if you open the bracket, you still end up with x squared minus 6x. So we have not changed our expression. And then we look at what is common in these two. And we say we can factor out minus 3. Can factor out minus 3. We'll be left with x minus 6. We have factored out minus 3 so that whatever remains inside the bracket on here is the same, so that now we can factor it out. It is common. We will factor it out like x minus 6 is common in both. And when you factor out that, you'll be left with x minus 3. X minus 3. So that those are the factors. So that is the process or the procedure of factorizing. If you have not understood, check in our app, mobile application, other exams and the topic that is I have taught on how to factorize quadratic expressions. This is now section C, geometry and measurements, and here we have 12 marks. So let's see the questions that appear in this section. We have number 7. We are told a triangle has 3 sides measuring 6 cm, 8 cm, and 10 cm. Show that it is a right angle triangle. Calculate its area, and you get 4 marks. You are taught about the Pythagoras theorem. The Pythagoras theorem is applied to a right angle triangle. So a right angle triangle is a triangle whose one angle is 90 degrees. For example, that one. And we know a triangle has 3 sides. So it means that if this triangle is 6 cm, 8 cm, 10 cm, then what it means here is that this side we can give it 10 cm. Maybe we give this one 6 cm and this side 8 cm. And what do we know about the Pythagoras theorem is that the longer side, if we can call this say A, B, C, if you can be able to show that B squared plus C squared is equals to A squared, that is the Pythagoras theorem, then that angle is a right angle triangle. And therefore, how do we solve this? Then we say from our triangle here, we can get 6 squared plus 8 squared is equals to what? That 6 plus 64, and that gives us 100. So these two sides, this one square and this one squared, is equal to 100. What about the other side? We say 10 squared is equals to 100. So we can say that this side squared, this side squared is equals to this one, implying that it's a right angle. It's a right angled triangle. Calculate its area. For right angle triangle, we find the area is equal to a half base times height, which is equal to a half multiplied by 6 multiplied by 8, and this gives us 24 centimeter squared. You can simplify here. By 2 is 1, by 2 is 3, so 3 times 8, that gives you 24, and therefore that is the area of that triangle. By doing that, you get yourself 4 marks. Download Teacher MTAANI Academy mobile application. Subscribe to get more predicted exams in all subjects, well prepared lessons, and much more. This is question number 8, and we are told a cylindrical water tank has a radius of 1.5 meters and a height of 3 meters. Calculate its volume. B. If filled with water, how many liters does it hold? 1 meter cube is equal to 1,000 liters. So that's how you convert liters to meters cube. So we can tackle this question and say we start by volume. Okay, we can make a sketch of a cylindrical tank to understand what we are working with. Let me draw it properly. It's just a sketch. So this is a cylindrical tank. So we are told that the radius is the radius 1.5 meters and the height is 3 meters. How do we find the volume of a cylinder? So volume of a cylinder is equals to base area multiplied by height. Can use maybe small a, base area multiplied by height. Now, because it is a cylinder, the base area is a circular, so it is pi r squared multiplied by the height. So this is equals to 22 over 7. That is pi. You multiply by our radius 1.5 times 1.5. You multiply by 3. Now, since in the beginning you are told you can use a calculator, let me check that I can get my calculator here. Calculator. Okay, I have my simple calculator here, which I can write. This is just okay, it's a basic calculator, and we can say okay, 22 over 7. So you can multiply 22. Let me position it here. 22 over 7. 22 divided by 7 is equals to multiply by 1.5 multiply by 1.5, and you multiply by 3. You get showing me an error. 22 divided by 7 multiply by 1.5 multiply by 1.5 multiply by 3, and it is giving me 21.21. So you can say this is equals to you can say this is equals to 21, because we don't need to write the all those decimal numbers. We can just write it is 21.2 to 1 decimal place, and this is in meters cube. Can say that is to 1 decimal place. So that is volume in liters. To convert this in meters cube, to convert this into liters, since we have been told that 1 meter cube is equals to 1,000 liters, we just say 21.2 meters cube multiplied by 1,000. It is equals to, that is part B, and this is part A. Here you get, when you multiply by 1,000, you get it is 21,200 liters. Remember, writing units is very important, so that you get you'll be able to get how many marks? You'll be able to get, let me see how many marks. You get 4 marks. So that is how you work out that, and you get correct answer there. You get full mark. Question number 9. The scale of a map is 1:50,000. If the distance between two towns on the map is 8 centimeters, find the actual distance in kilometers. Now, when we are drawing map, we normally use what we call scale drawing, the scale to draw, because we cannot represent, for example, Nairobi City on a piece of paper. So we use a scale. This scale here, which is 50, it is read as 1:50,000. What it means actually is that 1 centimeter represent 50,000 centimeter, which you can now convert to meters and say 1 centimeter represent 500 meters. If you make it to kilometers, you say 1 centimeter represents 0.5. But this means 1 centimeter represents 50,000 centimeter. And therefore, to get the actual distance between the two towns, since there are 8, so actual distance on the ground, actual is equal to 8 multiplied by, that is 8 centimeter multiplied by 50,000. Because 1 centimeter represent 50,000. So that will give you 400. Can use your calculator. 400,000 centimeter. And you can convert this into meters. You can divide by 100. You divide by 100, those 2 zeros will go. So that means that this is equals to 4,000 meters. You can also divide by 1,000. These 3 zeros disappear, and then you find this is equals to 4 kilometers. 4 kilometers, and that's how you work out that. You get 4 marks. A very simple question. Download Teacher MTAANI Academy mobile application. Subscribe to get more predicted exams in all subjects. well prepared lessons, and much more. This is section D on data handling. Consists of 8 marks. So the next question is number 10. This is from statistics. In statistics, we deal with data. And we are told the table below shows the marks scored by student in a maths test. So we have the first row, marks, 0 to 9, 10 to 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39, 40 to 49. Frequency represent the number of, for example, the number of students that scored between 0 and 9 were 2. The number of students that scored between 10 and 19 were 5. 20 to 29 were 8. 30 to 39 were 3. 40 to 49 there were 2. Part A, find the total number of students. B, calculate the mean mark using the midpoint method. So we can first of all deal with A and say the number of students, we add the frequency like I've explained. So it is 2 plus 5, we get 7, plus 8, 15. So you can show you are working like this: 2 plus 5 plus 8 plus 3 plus 2 is equals to 20. So there were 20 students who did that particular exam. Part B, calculate the mean mark using the midpoint method. The midpoint method, we can be able to say, let's say, give an example. If we talk of 0 to 9, this means from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the two numbers that are in the middle are 4 and 5. So the midpoint we get, it is 4.5. That is, we add 4 plus 5 and we divide by 2, you get 4.5. So that's how you get the midpoint. So with that example there, we can say 0 to 9, the midpoint is 4.5. 10 to 19, the midpoint is 14.5. This is a marks. This is a midpoint. So from 20 to 29, there were 8. The midpoint is 24.5. 30 to 39, the midpoint is 34.5. And 40 to 49, the midpoint is 44.5. So that is how you identify the midpoint. To get the mean, we use this method. We use that x to represent mean is equals to the summation of fx divided by the summation of f. I'm sure you're wondering what is summation of f. We can call this midpoint, we can call them x, and we have the frequency. The frequency is f. So for us to get the midpoint, we need to get the sum of fx. So we say the sum of fx is equals to the first one. You multiply 4.5, the midpoint, multiply by 2, plus 14.5, the next midpoint, you multiply by, the frequency is 5, plus the next one is 24.5, you multiply by the frequency, which is 8, plus the next one is 34.5, you multiply by 3, and finally we have plus 44.5 multiplied by 2. So when you add up this, you can use your calculator. You find that this add up, or you can just show this. This will give you 9 plus the other one will give you 72.5. The other one will give you 196 plus the other one 34 times 34.5 plus 3, you get 103.5 plus 89, and that gives you to 470 when you add up that. So x, or mean, let's just mean is equal, which we say we can use x bar, or if you have not known that, can just say mean, is equals to, we have said it's a summation of fx divided by the summation of f. Summation, this is the summation of f, the number of students. So this is equals to 470 divided by frequency, which is 20, and that should give you, when you simplify, you get 23.5. Can divide using your calculator, you will be able to get 23.5. So that you get 4 marks. Okay. Alternatively, you can say, okay, we have seen the summation of the number of students is equal to 20. So you can use a table to and maybe if you have learned this, this makes your work more presentable. We call it frequency distribution table. The frequency distribution table, we use columns and rows. So those are columns and those are rows. So for this one, we can call it, this is where we have the class. Or in this case, instead of using the class, let's just use marks. Then the other one is midpoint. I use which we can call it x. The other one is a frequency. Can use f. We need another column. And this column will be the product of f and x. This is f. So we have seen the first class is 0 to 9. The frequency is 2. Then 10 to 19. The frequency is 5. 20 to 29. The frequency is 8. 30 to 39. The frequency is 3. And 40 to 49. The frequency is 2. So that is the end of our data that we have been given. So the next one is fx. We need to correct here. So let's remove this. This is not supposed to be the midpoint. We have identified our midpoint here is 4.5. We have 14.5. We have 24.5 and 34.5. That is 34.5 and 44.5. Then we have the frequency. This is 2, 5, 8, 3, 2. Now we are okay. We multiply the midpoint, that is x multiplied by f. So this is where we got 9. Here we got 72.5. We got 196. Then we got 103.5. And here we got 89. So when you add up the frequency, you get 20. When you add up this, you get 470. And therefore, we can now be able to work out and say the mean is equals to I have said we can say the mean is the same as we call it x bar, representing the mean, is equals to the summation of fx divided by the summation of f, which is equals to 470. 470 divided by 20, and that is giving you 23.5. So whichever method that you use, then you should be able to get full marks. So that is how you handle that question. And this is question number 11 on probability. And we are told a dice is tossed once. A, list the sample space. B, find the probability of getting an odd number, an even number. So what is a dice? First of all, hope you have come across. It is a cube. It looks like it's like a Royco cube, like that. You know, like a Royco cube. So you have, it is labeled either with a dot, so that is 1. Here we have 2 dots. Here we have 3. Then the other side we have 4, 5, and 6. So it has 6 sides, each with the dots. So tossing is like the way you throw a coin up, and either once it gets down, you get either the head or the tail. The head is where we have the, I think nowadays they have changed. The area coins is where we have the portrait of the head of state, and the other one is a symbol of national symbol of a country. So when it is tossed, since it has 6 sides, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is the list of sample space. When you toss, you can be able to get 1. That is the side with 1 dot. The side with 2 dots, the side with 3 dots, and the side of 4, 5, 6 dots. So that is a list of the sample space. Find the probability of getting an odd number. An odd number is a number that is not divisible by 2. So we have 1, 3, and 5. So the probability, that is B Roman 1, probability of getting odd number. That is how we write the probability, is equals to how many numbers do we have? We have 3. Out of how many numbers? 6 numbers. So this, when you simplify, you get it is a half. Probability of getting a number less than 5. How many numbers are there less than 5? We have 1 is less than 5, 2, 3, and 4. So there are 4 numbers. So we say number number 2. Probability of getting, P stands for probability, number less than, we can say X less than 5. Okay, not like that. Let's change that. If we did that number, x is less than 5. How many numbers are there less than 5? There are 4. Out of how many numbers? 6. So when you simplify, you get 2 out of 3. So that is how you work out that on probability. And that brings us to the end of this paper. I hope you have followed. If you have any problem solving any of the question, you can go to our mobile application, download, and you'll be able to get the lessons that are under this topic and very many predicted exams, so that you can practice in preparation for your final exam. Thank you for watching. Download Teacher MTAANI Academy mobile application. Subscribe to get more predicted exams in all subjects, well prepared lessons, and much more.